So, today being Monday, July 1st, 2019, time being 7 o'clock, would like to bring our Board of Health meeting to order. First on the agenda is Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Alrighty. So, now...
Oh, don't forget members present.
Thank you, thank you. Alrighty, members present. We have Linda Dickey, Alex Haggerty, myself, Susan Emery, and Marty Golightly. So, thank you so much. And first on the agenda is the smoking vape regulations. So, Linda, you weren't able to be here. They did just release that the June 17th DJ Wilson board meeting, and he brought his compadre Mary Cole, and she brought some really good things. So I just wanted to recommend that everybody watch the tape. I know, Marty, you had a family thing too. You can watch it too, but it doesn't really have a lot to do.
And
yeah.
one of a very important point that I want to make, and that's why I put those green stickers in there, because I don't want anybody in town to get confused. As of right now, we have not made any changes to the smoking regulations the state put out. If you're 18, you can still smoke. Our age limit has not changed if you were turned 18 before December 31st of 2018. So if you're 18 until before that date, you can buy tobacco-related objects, whatever it is.
So they were grandfathered
It's
in?
grandfathered, yeah. I think we did bring that up.
Yeah.
I remember mentioning
Someone
that.
mentioned something,
Yeah.
the smoking age in town was 19 or something like that?
No.
That's not the case.
No.
So
I think you might have misheard it, because I think that was the conversation about how it getting grandfathered, because then next year it'll be 19, and that's, yeah.
That's true.
Yes,
Next year
and I
it'll be
think, and
19,
that's
next year
where you
it'll be
heard
20, next
19.
year, and then the 21 kicks in. It's
Right.
like, so just, I don't want there to be any gray area in that. It has to be
No.
18 before December 31st, 2018. You're still allowed to do what you did prior to that, and then move forward from there.
I think that just, that's exactly how the conversation went.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's those green stickers that all the businesses have, because I delivered them to every one of them. It should clear up anything. If you have any questions, please give me a ring.
Excellent, excellent. All right, and I just, Aaron and Chris are on, but I think that they'll be able to, they already know all these things that are on, and I want everybody to look at that tape, because, well, Linda, you already know that DJ will help us write up the regulations, however we're gonna do, but I thought it'd be nice if over the summertime we all took a look at them, and
What, the marijuana regs?
no, he
Or the
doesn't.
smoking regs?
There's the smoking regs,
Oh, okay.
and in anticipation of looking at our vape regulations and how the two of them combine and how they won't combine. There was some, and you haven't seen it yet, I know, because they just released it today. I'm sorry about that. But there was some stipulations about menthol and non-menthol and flavorings, and you heard some of that too. And that's what I wanted everybody to, and I thought it'd be great to have it on tape so that we could watch it, because it does get a little complicated. But this isn't going to have anything to do with the marijuana.
But we need to avoid as much gray area as possible.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. But I'd like to see us, have a hard look at those vaping regulations over September and October, and if we are going to change them, kind of go for that as a goal of a time frame.
Yeah.
Well, right now, we don't really have separate vaping regulations.
Right now we don't.
No.
We have an
No.
e-cig regulation.
Yes, but it's worked into the smoking regulations.
Yeah, it clarifies the
Yeah.
definition. That's
Yeah.
all it does.
But I think and once again, you weren't here for that, but there's going to be an issue moving forward about the flavored vapings and such, and defining such as menthol. Are you going to allow menthol, and what that means to menthol cigarettes, and he talked about that too, and that's why I brought
Kind of like we did with the cigars, because we got rid of like grape flavors, and we got rid of a lot of different flavored cigars, single,
very much
can.
so.
Yeah.
Very much
Okay.
so. And I don't think that we're going to have to do a lot of hard work on that. But I think it deserves a look-see, especially where they're gonna be defining these flavors in kind of a different way too. So we wanna be on board with the rest of the state, of course. So that's all I wanted to say about that. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, cool. Moving on to the marijuana regulations. We did vote on marijuana regulations and we put them-
February,
Yeah.
February, and then
Yes.
shortly after that, after I made sure that the grammar was correct, you know.
Yeah.
I forwarded to the assistant town manager. After that, I don't know what happened,
Okay.
Okay.
so.
I just thought I'd ask.
I've asked for, I've asked a few times, I had asked a few times before then, so I sent a new copy to the town manager to send to legal,
Oh,
so.
good.
I think we're back on track.
So it has to go to, so
I think
it's
it
sent to town
ultimately-
council, correct, or?
Yeah.
To
Okay.
legal.
Yeah.
Legal,
Okay, so we're
town
waiting for
council,
that
I
to
think,
come
yeah,
back,
there's
okay.
one in the
So as of
same.
where it stands right now, we're waiting for approval from town council, and when that gets back, it should move significantly faster.
Yeah, this
Because
is,
that should have been done.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just hadn't
It
heard
would
anything,
figure.
so I thought I'd ask.
I've asked several times.
Sure,
And we talked about it extensively, so.
Yeah.
sure. Well, I just wanted to bring it up at a meeting so that,
Especially now,
Everybody knows.
it's particularly relevant because if you,
yes.
Yes.
yeah, okay.
We have a host communities in the.
Agreement, yeah.
Yeah, nice. All
Well-
right. So, does anybody have any other questions or comments about the marijuana portion of our evening? Yeah, I'm already on vacation. Next up is Dan Daly and the Plymouth County Mosquito Control. And I will speak for Aaron. Aaron and I met with Dan Daly this past Thursday, and we're putting together a program to have on Abington Cam. And we're inviting everybody to submit questions, anything that they have. I don't know, you know, any questions that you might have, pass them on to Aaron. Aaron's going to conduct the interview. And we're also inviting the public too. We'll be putting out a Facebook blast asking for questions, and anybody that has any, just forward them to Aaron and he'll ask. Or if we get redundant questions, then we'll just combine them and ask it just once. So I just wanted to make everybody aware of that.
Do you know when that's scheduled for?
They're doing the taping around the 24th of July. So that's not a firm date so far, that's just what we have, time to be determined. We're gonna tape it down at Abington Cam, and then afterwards, hopefully it'll be kind of coincide with any Tripoli, West Nile activity, because I'm kind of figuring at that date, it'll probably come out August to mid-August, and that's just about the time when we'd be getting some activity in that regard.
I
He
got
had,
it today, still none.
excuse me?
Good.
I got it today, still none.
Yeah, great. They actually, yeah, well, I don't want to change the subject, but yeah, he's gonna talk about a mosquito report, and you know, it's just kind of interesting. He had a lot of organic options, things to plant to deter mosquitoes, and suggestions of that nature. And I don't know, I find that stuff interesting. And at the very least, if you're up at 3 o'clock in the morning and it's on, it might put you to sleep. Oh, all right. So if anybody doesn't have any questions about that, we'll move on. Alrighty, so the next thing on the agenda is the pool and island growth testing. And I know that that gets done by our department. And I was wondering how that was going.
Great.
Great. I
Awesome.
haven't had to shut it down, so
No.
very good. Very good.
So just to clarify, Parks and Rec is in charge of that. We collect the sample and they use our office as like a hub to come and get it, because we have to get the reports, and the reports come to us and it goes to Mass DPH Beach Department. And the only thing we would have to do is if there's an exceedance, and we haven't had an exceedance since last year. And you don't have to close it until you have an exceedance and a repeat test come back. Both has to come back, as I said before, the test post close. And we close it after the first exceedance. And We haven't had a problem this year because they replaced the filter and the mechanisms that circulate the water. So it's been super amazing the last couple times we've tested it.
Excellent. Well, I think that's good information that the residents would like to know,
We
so
collect
thanks for.
it once a week. I only worry about the rain because the rain's gonna affect the amount in the water, but no, it has
rain
been
this
crystal
week.
clear. And despite appearances, like the water kind of looks brown in the Grove, if it looks brown, that's actually good. So, yeah. It was counterintuitive, right?
Yeah, yeah, no.
Yes.
We're testing for poop,
Yeah.
so you're like, well, that looks coppery is what it should look like, and it's been great the last couple times.
Well,
Good.
that's good information, and I think that people like to know that stuff.
Yes.
You know.
So DPW is in charge of,
Parks and Rec, yeah.
of that, or Park and Rec. So do you still test like like Abington Woods swimming pools? Do you go to
Woodland
theirs?
Way and
All the different-
Halsted are the only two pools, and they're both now seasonal because Halsted removed their cover. Yeah,
Okay.
we test both. Well, we don't test. We inspect seasonally now. We used to do Halsted twice a year.
Yeah.
So every 6 months, it's just the season, Halsted and Woodlands Way pool. And Woodlands Way is great. They have a management company that is CPO certified. Halsted is pretty good. I haven't had a problem with any of their numbers. They're both pretty easy. They're small pools, so
Yep.
that helps.
Yeah.
You know? The larger ones are when you get a little, your turnover rate is a little harder, and like, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
I just think that, people
Just
like
was
to know
wondering.
these things.
Yeah,
so-
they do.
And we have to have this process of putting things on the agenda and asking about
Yeah,
them.
the state requires us to test for fecal in the water. And then, you do your lifeguards to check for the chlorine and things like that. Whatever it is, free chlorine, total chlorine, alkalinity, pH, all those good acronyms and what you call it.
Neat. Alrighty. So, moving on, I understand that we have some recycling tips from Alex.
Yeah, so I put on the other day on Facebook and on my other social medias, and I just thought some FYI just for some recycling tips. I thought it'd be good just to share with the town and everything. I send it to Marty. Hopefully,
It's on the website.
Oh, it's on the website. Cool.
Yeah.
It's on the website with our other recycling tips that are on there.
Oh,
all
that's
the time.
wonderful.
We have a thing called the Waste Wizard, so if you're not sure if something is recyclable, you can type that in there. And not only will it tell you whether or not it's recyclable, it will tell you where in the local area you can recycle it. And if you go to our website, there's also a link to the SSRC, which handles all of our household hazardous waste. Anything from used gasoline to turpentine to latex and non-latex paint.
I find
Yeah.
that helpful because it's alphabetical too.
It's so
Yeah.
cool.
It's so, because
Google for
TV.
recycling. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Another tip, don't forget, we'll take mattresses before I steal any more of your thunder.
Yeah,
We'll
no
take
problem.
mattresses
Go right
at the
ahead.
compost site now for $20 if you bring them in. That's way cheaper than $35 for public come and get them.
That's it.
Right. Thank you.
TVs and scrap metal at the compost site. And stay tuned for, this month we should have more earth machines, which are at-home composters. Those
Nice.
sell like hotcakes, so when we say we have them and you want them, don't hesitate.
Come on
And
down.
that is a huge recycling tip
Yes.
because that reduces trash by, I
It's
think it's like
a lot.
35%.
Oh, that's awesome.
I've seen the numbers go
Yeah.
from 27 to
The
35.
number, but that's a ridiculous
It's
number.
for one item.
A third
Yeah.
is bananas. Sorry, yeah. So,
And you got a great garden.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's good. No, that was all very helpful. Very good.
I'm sorry too. I think I.
Oh, no, you kidding me? Nah. No, add more. That's awesome. I love it. No, I just wanted to, there's a couple of tips I got. It's reusethisbag.com. I just got a couple of tips just for helpful for kids and adults and everything.
Sure.
I just highlighted a couple of things. So, like one, flatten cardboard boxes so that you can fit more recyclables into your bin. I've had to do that myself. It's
That's actually required.
yeah.
If we find you that you're not breaking down boxes in the recycling bins, we can tag, we don't want to, but we
Yeah.
can tag your recycling for not pickup and make you take it all out and flatten it out.
All right, good to know, good to know. All right, all plastic bottles can be recycled, from water bottles to salad dressing, but of course, we always do recommend, you clean them out before. You have to. Thank you, Marty. You have to. I stand corrected. Recycling, you can recycle wrapping paper, envelopes, birthday cards, and phone books. All sort of cardboard can be recycled too, even toilet and paper towel tubes. Metallic items in the home can be recycled. Empty spray cans and tin foil. All empty soda cans, fruit, vegetable, and other food cans. Of course, just like you have to clean those out as well. Glass can also be recycled, so to be sure to always recycle your glass bottles and containers. Make sure you wash your, as I said before, and you said too, make sure you wash food waste off of any plastic or glass food containers before putting them into the recycling bin. Let's see. And this is just for the kids in the school and everything. This is also the teachers too. Every classroom, eating space, and office should have, and also for the office space too, should have plenty of bins available for recycling paper. I know the town hall has one in every room. Every school administration should invest in effective recycling and waste management equipment. I do believe that the Abington High School has that currently, so which is great. And just a little tips that some people didn't know too. Keep your markers, pens, and glue sticks in a clean, dry space, as heat and exposure to sun may dry them out. Also, make your commute green. So with me working in Boston, I take the train with everybody else and their mother coming up on the Kingston line. But you can also reduce carbon footprints by carpooling, biking, and walking. So those are just a couple of tips. I did get them. If you want to know more, there's reusethisbag.com, and it's also on the town website and my social medias.
So the goalposts on this are constantly changing because the recycling industry is going through a lot of flux right now. So a important point is that if there is any food waste, like contaminated cardboard or paper, you have to throw that away.
Yeah.
So if you have a pizza box, is the classic example.
Yeah.
If you get grease in your pizza box, it's got to go in the trash. If you're industrious, you can cut that piece out and then put the other in the recycling. But I have done so much research in waste and recycling over the last year. I can't, and the industry is so different now than it was just a year ago. So it's costing us a lot of money.
You can burn your pizza boxes too. They're great for your fire pit.
Mm-hmm.
With a little
Good
bit of
stuff.
grease on
This is
them,
true.
it starts it right up.
So
Yeah.
making sure that
Another
we
way to recycle.
clean and having a less rejection will mean more stuff actually gets used, right? That's why it's important that we rinse out all our stuff. So again, it's on the website, check it out. Thanks, Alex.
All right, thank you, Marty.
Thank you, Alex. We already discussed that we can't do the minutes because we need 3 members to sign, and we don't have 3 members that were here. So we're going to pass over that. So do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
I'll
Linda
second
makes
it.
a motion to adjourn. Alex seconds. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nobody opposed? Have a great day.
Really? No, I don't think so.
Are you gonna?
Yeah, I'll get it.
All right, thanks. I appreciate it.